Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic the Gathering. And here we have Justin continuing to be the captain versus Michael on Shops. This is the Mana Drain Open, number 19, vintage at its best. We're getting close to the end of this tournament here. Justin continuing his streak, and this time he's up against Michael on Shops. Played against Shops several times so far. He has bested each of them. Will that streak continue? Outcome, one of those decks that does suffer the most at the hands of the disruptive elements of Shops, but can easily race the aggressive elements, trying to beat down a deck like Paradoxical Outcome is very difficult, and how explosive it is. It can completely ignore your combat damage just by drawing a ton of cards and going for a one-turn kill. And of course, it can also get down a Monastery Mentor and basically outdo your entire deck with just a single card. And here we have Justin leading into Sensei's top. On the other side, we've got a Foundry Inspector off of Workshop. And I am not sure what that other card is. Mana Vault into Tinker. That might be the Voltaic Construct or whatever that thing's called. The Untapped guy. But there's the Blightsteel Colossus. Gonna spin top as well. So Blightsteel looks like we're gonna be seeing at least some chump blocking here. The best type of draw that Michael could have would be something along the lines of Phyrexian Metamorph. Any type of sculpting steel effect that copies Blightsteel would be very good. Unlikely main deck to see a ton of outs against this card. And it looks like that's Traxos, the new Dominaria card. If he can play an artifact, it will untap and soak up a ton of damage. But Blightsteel is indestructible, so there's not going to be any taking him down during combat. Most you can do is just prevent some of the poison from making its way to the player. Fetch from Justin. Guess that's not the Untapped guy, because Traxos would have untapped. Let me know in the comments if you can tell what that card on the top of Michael's field is. Preordained from Justin. Digging. And he keeps. It looks like Stand-Up Factory. Oh, and it's a Steel Overseer. All right. And then scooping it up. So Michael taken down by that Blightsteel. Justin earning the check mark. Outcome showing just how powerful cards like Tinker are right there. Would have been a totally reasonable game, but Justin's got places to be. Captain is a very busy person. Not have time to mess around. Blightsteel can certainly wrap up a game in short order. Not paid by the hour after all. We see Jester's Cap on Michael's side. Could potentially be solid versus a deck like Outcome, depending on the ways that they can actually win the game. Are potentially very light on win conditions. course, that is a pretty big ask. Gonna need 4 mana to cast it, 2 to activate. Jester's Cap, not seeing a ton of play really at any point in Magic history. For a while, it was a sideboard card in both Workshop and Control Slaver decks. But it is one of those type of cards that if it does get wildly popular, it's really not that difficult to tweak your deck, so you can still win through a cap. So kind of best as super secret spicy tech. See what Michael can do on the play here. Take off the beatings of that Tinker. Brain Open. Had, I believe, 110 players all out to celebrate vintage, have a good time, play for some awesome prizes. First time recording that. Of course, I played in many Mana Drain Opens back in the day. Michael. Justin running good. Looks like he's going to be keeping his 7. Never mull. That's what I say. And Michael going down to 5. So this one could be another quick game unless Michael's able to find a really good 5. Punished even more being on the play. Top of your deck not even going to help that first turn, and those early turns exponentially more important. What happens on turn 1 so key compared to what happens on 4 or 5. The impact felt for the entire game. Got a Force of Will. Card that I couldn't quite make out there. And it looks like a couple of Revokers. But no additional mana. So that Lotus not able to get the job done. But Ravager joins the board. So a little bit of a clock. Ravager not really at his best as a solo artifact. Generally, you want to have a lot more artifacts around him. See if Michael will be able to do that. Justin, on the other hand, no shortage here of artifacts. Got the Mox Opal, 1 more, and he'll have Metalcraft to activate it. Ravager coming in. Now a pair of Ravagers. But we see Tinker back in Justin's hand. So another Tinker Blightsteel. Wasteland coming just a turn too late. And there's the Foundry Inspector. And that's going to do it. Justin taking it down off of the back of Blightsteel in 2 quick games. That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please help grow the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when we upload new videos like Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic with commentary, or Untapped, our raw tournament gameplay. Thanks for watching.